An emphatic start to South Africa's ODI series. We have with us Kepler Wessels to discuss today's game with us. Kepler, at home, South Africa have now faced India 21 times and have lost only thrice. That's a good hold they have on the visitors?
It is. It's very difficult for India to compete under South African conditions when it comes to one-day cricket. Today was a classic example. It was a good toss to win for South Africa, and batting first they posted a very competitive total, and batting at night in Durban is really tough. So South Africa played very well under these conditions.
JP Duminy and AB de Villiers' approach in the middle orders, when they just didn't sit back and score 5 and over, but they took the charge there. That must have been really refreshing.
Well, it was, particularly that they took the batting power play early. That was clever, and it unsettled India. It threw them out a little bit. So it was a good tactical decision from South Africa, and both those two players batted superbly, and that partnership really set up that big score for South Africa.
It was also crucial that they didn't bat recklessly during the power play overs, and they just continued playing the same game.
Well, they did. They rotated to strike well. Both of them run really well between wickets, and the fact that they were a left-right hand combination together really helped them.
Do you think the toss played a major part here, because conditions do tend to change during the night in all South Africa venues?
Absolutely. As I said, it was a very good toss to win, and batting first is always a big advantage. It's not easy to bat at this ground at night, and once South Africa got to that 290 mark, India would have had to play above themselves to win.
And the team combination looks good with Jack Callis to come in, and otherwise, what's the concern would you have?
Yeah, it's a very strong team, and they've got a good chance of performing really well in the World Cup. Jacques Callis will clearly strengthen the side. They've just got to finalise one or two places in that World Cup 15, which they'll do over the next couple of weeks or so, but it'll be a very competitive team.
I'm looking at India's batting lineup. Do you think these young batsmen are a little bit out of their depths against quality bowling on bouncy tracks?
Well, I thought Kohli played quite well tonight, so he came through his test pretty well, but it is difficult for them because they don't see this type of thing very often. So from a technical point of view, they've got to make some adjustments, but then again, when they go back in India during the World Cup, they'll be formidable.
A similar start for India to the ODI series as Test, but then Test they came back really well. Do you expect something similar during the ODIs?
Well, I'm sure they'll play better in the next few games than they played tonight. I don't think it was their best night. They didn't have the intensity and the passion that we saw from them during the second and the third Test match. So after this defeat, I think they'll be motivated, and I think they'll come back strongly.
Okay, thanks a lot, Kepler, for joining us, and hoping for a more competitive series during the coming week.
I'm sure it will be.